Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my new China phone review video. So today we'll take a look at the Goophone i5s, also called here Z5s, and it's a clone from the real iPhone 5s, but it's running Android. And before we unbox it, let me tell you something about the specs of the phone. So it comes with a 4-inch capacitive IPS display with a resolution of 1024x600, a dual-core MTK6572 CPU running at 1.3 GHz, 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of ROM, a low 3 megapixel back camera, Android 4.2 in iOS 7 lock, and the original iPhone 5s dimensions. Okay, so now enough of talking, and now let's go and unbox it. So the phone itself comes in this white package here, and there's nothing special on it, so no Apple logo and no iPhone logo, and this is actually good for the customs so they don't seize it. And now let's open up the box. So here on the top we have the phone. So this is the Goophone i5s, also called Z5s, and now let's get it out of the bag. Okay, so here's the phone, and as you can see on the first look, this just really looks like an iPhone, but on the back side we have just the Goophone logo and no Apple logo. And yeah, so let's put this beside here right now, and let's take a look at the accessories we got here in the box. And the first thing we got here on top of the box is a free screen protector. So this fits the real iPhone and also here the fake iPhone. And basically this is just a screen protector which you can buy in every local electronics store. Then let's see what we further here got in the box. So there we go. And here on the top there is something which looks like a user manual. So let's get it out of the box. And this looks like a quick starter guide, which you also get with the real iPhone, but it's pretty useless. I mean, who the fuck does not know how to turn on or off an iPhone? But anyway, let's take a short look at it. And as you can see, this comes in English, so not in Chinese, and says hello here on the front. And basically this tells you everything what you need to know about the phone. Okay, then let's put this here beside and let's check out the other things we got in the box. And the first thing we got here in the box is this little tool to open up the SIM card tray of the phone. As you may know, you also have to do this on a real one, so use this or use a needle. And watch out, you need to have a nano SIM card for that phone and also for the real iPhone 5s. Then the next thing in the box is this USB charging cable. And as you can see, this is a clone from the Apple Lightning cable. I'm not sure if it is compatible to the real one, but I think the pin layout should be the same like on the real one. And further in the box we have a headset, and as you can see this just looks like the old Apple EarPods, so don't expect that they have good quality, but they are okay for listening to music or to call people, and you can replace them with any headset you want to. And the last thing we got in the box is this charger here. So this just works like the original Apple charger. So all you have to do is just plug this one into your wall socket, then connect the USB Lightning cable, and then you can charge your phone. But unfortunately, it comes with the American connectors, so I can't use this here in Europe and I have to use an adapter for this. So now we have seen all the accessories which come with the phone, and now we'll take a closer look at the phone itself. So now here on the top we have the front camera. Under the front camera we can see the speaker, and left to the speaker we have the proximity sensor on the real one, and I think here on the fake one it is just something like a light sensor. So here on the bottom we can see the home button, and as you can see this just looks like the real iPhone 5s home button, but here on the fake one this is just a normal plastic home button and you don't have Touch ID here on the fake one, so no fingerprint scanning. Now here on this side of the phone, just like on the real one, we have the mute button, but you have to watch out because sometimes the button wobbles a little bit. Then we have the volume up button and the volume down button, and all those buttons are made out of metal just like the frame, and they're not made out of plastic. And here on this side of the phone we can see the SIM card tray, and you can use the tool which was in the box to open it up, or you can just use a needle. But you have to watch out because you need to have a nano SIM card, and this does not work with micro SIM cards. So if you have a micro SIM card, you would have to cut it. Now here on the bottom side of the phone we can see on the left the 3.5mm headphone jack, then there comes a speaker and a screw, then the lightning port, another screw and another speaker. And this is just like on the real one, so you can also use protector cases of the real iPhone 5s without any problems. Now here on the opposite side we can see the power button, which is also made out of solid metal just like the frame of the phone. Then here on the back side we also have a metal cover, so just like on the real one. And if we take a closer look at it, then we can see that it doesn't have any Apple logos on it. And here on the top we have the back camera, we have a microphone, the LED flash, and here we have the Goophone logo. And if we go down the phone, we can also see some funny Goophone writing, which we have over here. And here it says, designed by Goophone in California, assembled in China. So they even copied the sentence here. And the white upper and lower part, which you can see right over here, are made out of plastic. I think on the real one it is glass, but they're also very scratch resistive. Okay, so now we have seen the outside of the phone, and now let's turn it on for the first time. And there we go. Let's see how long it takes to boot. And as you can see, we don't have a Apple boot screen, so we have the MediaTek boot screen. And also the boot animation is not a Apple logo, so we have here the Android logo. And now let's just wait until it has booted. Okay, so it took about 25 seconds to start up, which is quite fast. And now let's unlock the lock screen. And as you can see, also the lock screen here looks like on the real iPhone. And I have to say, I'm really impressed by the display quality. The colors look great, and also the viewing angles are really awesome. I don't know if it is a real IPS display, but the quality and the viewing angles look really good. Only the resolution could be a little bit better, but what do you expect from a phone which only costs $130? And now I want to go with you through the settings of the phone, and let's also check out the apps which are on the phone. So let's enter settings. And as you can see, they really look like on the real iPhones. So here on the top we have airplane mode, then we have Wi-Fi. So now let's test out the Wi-Fi connection. And I'm sitting now in the basement and my router is on the first floor. And let's see if it finds my Wi-Fi connection, because Wi-Fi on some China phones is really bad. Okay, so it finds my home network and this is really good. So let's try to connect and let's see if this works. Okay, so it's obtaining the IP address, so this can take up a few seconds. So let's just wait. And yeah, I think I'm connected right now, so just wait until it gets an IP address. And further here we have Bluetooth, so we can switch this on and just connect it to Bluetooth speakers or any Bluetooth device. Then here we have carrier options, but I can't test this here right now because I don't have a nano SIM card, but I will post additional information on my website, which is chinadevices.com. Then here you can share your internet connection over Wi-Fi, Bluetooth or USB, so this is pretty useful if you have a notebook but you don't have a mobile internet connection. Then here we have notification center, control center and do not disturb. So basically all the settings and the whole iOS here is Android with a custom launcher which has a iOS skin. So this is pretty cool and you can't see a huge difference to the real one. Now here we can go to general options and to about the phone, where we can see some basic information about the phone. So let's go. And here we can see that the name is iPhone and the total space of the ROM is 16 gigabytes. I think it's not true, I think it only has 8 gigabytes, but we will later see if this is fake or not. Now here in general we also have software update, and you can tap at it and then it says checking for updates, but I think this is just fake, or it's only searching for a launcher update, so don't expect anything here from software update. We also have Siri here in general, and you can tap at it and activate it, and we will later see if it is working because there are also Android ports of Siri. Then further we have Assistive Touch, which is this little box here on the right bottom corner, and this one is pretty useful because if your home button is broken or if you don't want to use the home button, you can also use the software home button here of Assistive Touch. And let's try this here. So here we have a home button. You can access the apps, settings, or you can lock the screen. So it's a pretty useful box here, which you also have on the real iPhone. Okay, so further here we have scheduled power on and off, accessibility, usage, apps, auto lock, security, date and time, keyboard settings, international, and also iTunes Wi-Fi sync. But this is not working because this is an Android phone and it doesn't work with iTunes. Then here we also have VPN and we also can reset the phone. Okay, then let's go back here to the settings and let's check out what other things we got here. Then further we got sounds, so you can set different ringtones and also adjust the volume of the ringtones. The next thing in the list is brightness and wallpapers. So here we can set the display brightness or choose different wallpapers for the home screen and the lock screen. And we can also choose auto brightness, which uses the light sensor of the phone. And as you can see, you can set the display very bright and also very low, so you can read it also very good in the sun. Then further here we have different wallpapers. So here you can choose between the original iPhone wallpapers and you can apply them to your home screen and your lock screen. Now further in the settings, we also have privacy settings, we have iCloud, which is not working here because it's an Android device, but we also have email, contacts and calendars. You can write notes, reminders. We also have phone settings here, but I currently have no SIM card inserted, so I can't access them. We have here message settings, FaceTime. FaceTime is also not working because it's an Android device and FaceTime is only available on iOS devices. Then let's go back here. We also got here Maps, so here we have a few settings for Google Maps, and Google Maps is working just like in iOS. Then let's go back here. Further we also have Compass and Safari. So with Compass you could use True North, but I'm not sure if the sensor for this is working. Then further here we have iTunes and App Store, which is not working, and it only says here use cellular data, so this is not working. We have here music, video, photos and camera, a game center which says the same, use cellular data. We have Twitter settings, Facebook, Flickr and all those social media stuff. And here we also have some developer settings which are important for Android because here you can activate USB debugging. Here you can also activate install apps from unknown sources, and this is really important if you want to install APK files. And the last thing here is Nike plus iPod, which is obviously not working. Okay, then let's go here quickly through the apps which we can find here. So let's start here with Messages. And the Messages app looks exactly like on the real iPhone, but as you can see, the keyboard is still the Android keyboard. And maybe it is possible to switch the skin, but I think it's quite okay to use the Android keyboard, and it's also very fluid and it's not lagging. Then here we have a calendar which also looks like in iOS. Then here we have the gallery, which is photos and camera. So let's take a look at photos. And here we have some photos and videos which were on the device when I purchased it. So I think they're on every device which comes from focalprice.com. And now let's try to play back this video here.
The iPhone 4S was basically the best thing in the history of the world. People were always saying, this phone is so amazing. There's no way they can make it better. So I took that as a personal challenge and traveled into the afterlife where I could create the best iPhone ever. Introducing the iPhone 5. The new iPhone 5.
So as you have seen, the movie playback was very smooth and not laggy at all. The phone only has a dual-core CPU, but this is more than enough for movie playback. Then now let's check out the camera, and unfortunately I have to say the camera is very bad. I think it only has something about 3 to 5 megapixels, and not only the resolution sucks, also the autofocus is really bad and slow, and the LED flash is so weak you can barely take photos at night. And you can compare it with the camera of the Galaxy S1, so the camera really sucks. Then we can also switch here to the front cam on the left top corner, so let's try this. And the front cam should have something about 1 megapixel, and it is quite enough to do video calls or to make selfies. So don't expect a good camera on this device, and the camera on the real iPhone 5s is much better. But you can also record videos if you want to, so it is quite okay to take snapshots or record very short videos, but not for more. So let's try to shoot the video, and we are now in video mode, and to start recording we just have to press the red button. Okay, so it is recording now, and it also records with sound, but the quality is not that good. Then let's stop it. Then further here we have panorama mode, so let's try to switch to it. And now we have to move the iPhone to take panorama photos, but the camera is very slow and the photos don't really look good. Okay, that was the camera. Here we also have a video player, so here you can play back your videos which you have recorded or videos which are on your device. Then further here we have Google Maps, and Google Maps is working pretty good here on this device. Only if you want to use GPS, then you have to do the China phone GPS fix. You have to do this on every phone because they get shipped with old outdated GPS data, and sometimes they also have the GPS server set to China, so you have to set it to your country. But as you can see, Google Maps is working pretty well, and also it is very smooth. Now the next app in the list is the weather app, and let's try to open it up. And this just opens the Go weather application, which you also have on Android. So this is not the same like on the iPhone. So it just opens an Android application which shows you the weather. Same goes here for Pass Wallet. So this opens here this Pass Wallet app. Then further here we also have Notes, and let's open it up. And Notes is one of the applications which really looks like on the real iPhone. So I currently have no notes here, but we can add one right here on the right top corner. And let's just tap here in the middle to type. And as you can see, then there pops up the Android keyboard. So there is no iOS keyboard, but maybe this is skin for it, as I said before. And now we have the note here, so this is just like on the real one. Then the next app is reminders. So if you need them, then you can just add them right over here. Just enter the title, details, and there you go. Then further we have clock. So here we have world clock. So here you can add different clocks. We have alarms, stopwatch, and a timer. Just like on the real one. This also looks exactly like on the real iPhone. Then let's go back here. Then here we have stocks. So this just opens a stocks app from Android. So not like on iOS. Here we have newsstand. Same goes for newsstands. It opens the LDeco reader. So I've never heard of this, but maybe it is quite useful. Then here we have iTunes Store. This just opens a Android application where you can search music. And let's just try it, and let's try if it finds Weezer. And there we go. Let's search. And now it says this app needs stable network, Wi-Fi is recommended, so it is searching, and I think it just finds nothing. So this app is quite useless, and you can't also sync titles with iTunes because this is Android. Then let's go back here, and the next thing is the App Store, and this is only an App Store logo, but it opens up the Google Play Store, and now you have to sign in with a Google account, so I will do this here right now. Okay, so we're now in the Google Play Store, so now let's continue. And this is the full Google Play Store like you have on any other Android device. And you can download any app you want to, so there are no restrictions. And your phone just gets detected as some random Android phone. And you can also download any app or game you want to. So now let's try this, and let's just download some popular game, which we can find, I don't know, let's take this one. Okay. And all you have to do is just tap here at download, and then it will download and install the app. And there are really no restrictions. The phone only has a dual core CPU, so if you're playing really high graphics 3D games, then it's maybe a little bit slow because it's not a quad core phone, it's a dual core phone. But hey, for $130 the performance is more than enough. Then here we have Game Center, so now let's try this. Okay, so it doesn't open up. And now it opens up the Google Play Store. Okay, then let's try to open it up once again. And there we go. Okay, so the Game Center button is just fake, and it just opens up the Google Play Store. Then here on the second page we have extras. So here we have a calculator, contacts, we have the compass, which I think is not working. We also have a sound recorder, FM radio, file manager, local app, and Go keyboard, which is the Android keyboard. So maybe it is possible to install a different skin, and then it maybe just looks like the iOS keyboard. So this would be really, really awesome. Then further here we have local and navigation. So let's open up the navigation app and let's take a look at it. So let's accept, and here we have to enable GPS. Okay, so access to my location, and there we go. And I can test this here right now because I'm sitting here in the basement in my studio and I won't get a GPS signal, but I will do a GPS fix, and then I will also post a GPS test on my website, which is chinadevices.com, so don't forget to check it out. Then here we have local, so here you can find restaurants, bars, or anything, just like on the real one. Then let's go back here to the first page, and basically that was everything here. And here we have the phone apps, so here you can call people. Also the call quality on this phone is really good. I haven't expected such a good call quality. Then here we also have favorites, call log, and contacts. You can import contacts from your Google account just like on the real one. Here we have a call log, and here you also have your favorites if you have one. Then let's go back here. Then the next app is the Mail app, and here you can set up things like iCloud, which is obviously not working, Exchange, Google accounts, Yahoo accounts, AOL accounts, Outlook accounts, or any other mail account. All you have to do is just fill in email, password, and all the other connection settings. Okay, then let's take a look at the next thing, which is the web browser, so the Safari web browser, but this just opens up an Android web browser, which also looks totally different than the Safari web browser. And let's try to access youtube.com, so there we go. And let's try to play back a full HD movie, and let's see if it is laggy. And there we go, full HD movie. Okay, so let's just take the first one here. And play. And we also have auto rotation here on this phone, so here you can see widescreen movies. Also the mute button here is working, but sometimes it's a little bit wobbly and mutes itself, so this sucks a little bit, but let's go fast forward here. And now let's go and play back it.
So close. It's magnificent. Skull, Lester.
Okay, so this was the movie playback, and this was pretty smooth, so you can watch full HD movies in the browser without any lags. Then the last app we have here is music, so it came with a little bit music on the phone, which is Psy, Gangnam Style, so pretty funny, and some other China music tracks. The sound quality of the phone is really okay, but I would recommend to replace the headset which you get with the phone with quality headphones, because then you will get the most out of your phone. Further, you will also have Google settings, so after you access the Google Play Store you will have them, and you have them also on any other Android phone. Okay, so basically that were all of the apps. And now we can take a look at the status bar here on the top, and here you can see the stocks, and you can also see your tasks for tomorrow. Then here you can see all notifications like no SIM cards or installed apps, and here you can see missed events, so this is just like on the real iPhone. Okay, so now we went through all of the features here, and now you will see some benchmarks and tests with the phone, and after that you will hear my conclusion about the phone. So now just sit down and enjoy. Okay guys, so we're now at the end of this video and here comes my conclusion. So the Goophone i5s is a really interesting phone. For all who like Android, the iPhone style and cheap phones, it's the perfect match. For only $130 you get a working Android smartphone in the iPhone 5s style, but there are also some negative sides. First, the camera sucks. Then it's only a dual core phone. GPS is not the best, but at least it is working. But except of that, it's a really nice phone. And for only $130 it's really affordable. So I bought it from focalprice.com, the link is also in the description and I can really recommend the seller. Fast shipping, awesome prices and nice phones. Also don't forget to visit my new website which is chinadevices.com for more information and tutorials. So as always guys, thanks for watching and I hope I see you again in my next videos. Bye guys!